Today, we're building a god. So we have the Blokees Champion Class Thor. It is 94 pieces. It requires no glue. It's for ages 14 and up, so I guess I just made it. And it is Thor from Infinity War, when he first got Stormbreaker and still had the other colored eye and was all badass when he joined the Wakandan fight and broke every Outrider body in like a 5-mile radius. So you got your pieces here. Let's check the back. Pretty cool art on the side there. I like this lenticulous, like holographic display. So here's the pieces here. It's got 2 head sculpts, and it's got lightning effects, a couple different pairs of hands. Very cool. It says right there, the Infinity Saga. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this bad boy open, and we're going to build it. All right, so basically the way that these Blokees work is that they come in these pre-labeled sheets of the pieces of the model. As you see here, we're just taking all the pieces out, trying to take inventory of it. You see all the really cool pieces here. The instructions are pretty straightforward. I tried using the nippers for a little while with them, and I found that just popping it out with my fingers, I wasn't really leaving too much, plastic residue on the pieces, so I just kind of left it alone and just popped it out with my fingers from now on. Pretty straightforward instruction, insert A into B on left and right sides. Once I got it going, it was pretty simple. The only problem I had was with a lot of the joints and the knees and the elbows. It does go one way. It's not symmetrical, so you did have to figure out which was up and which was down on it, which I was trying to figure out here. All the little pegs and the balls and the joints right here, I'm laying out right here. And it took a little bit of trial and error with certain pieces, but it wound up being pretty good. You could see here, the sheets are pretty well labeled. They're actually there's impressions of what they are on the plastic. They're not stickers or anything. And here we go. I have both of the arms together. Sitting here working on the body and torso. The neck and chest are there. It was a pretty fun. It took me altogether about an hour once I was off and running. It was pretty fun just to get the pieces together. I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of detail on the pieces and in the plastic on the molding. And the accessories, as far as the different pieces that are interchangeable, I was actually pleasantly surprised by as well. And those were pretty interesting too. Like I said, there was certain pieces that they could only go one way, but they looked almost symmetrical, so I couldn't tell which was top and which was bottom. It was probably my fault just because I was trying to run through it. But overall, I think it was a pretty, simple build. It was fun. It was a cool way to kill an hour. So I'm just going to let you watch me finish it, and I'll talk to you again after.
The thundering guns tore me apart. You've been thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Yeah, thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Yeah, thunderstruck. 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 Thunderstruck.
So here we go. This is the finished product right here. As you can see, I swapped out the circles on his chest for the lightning effects, checking his head articulation here. Pretty good look on it. Good swivel left and right. I was afraid of snapping it off once I got it on, so I was kind of being gentle here. But it's pretty good. Pretty good rotation on the shoulders. I checked the ab crunch. Different elbows. Like I said, I was worried about the elbows being on upside down. But, double jointed elbows look good. You know, I did a T-pose on him. I checked his ab crunch. And overall, I was pretty happy. Good flexibility on the legs. He can almost do a full split without the legs popping off the pegs. You know, it's got good articulation on the ankles, the toes. I was very surprised to see toe articulation. You see the double jointed knees there. Overall, it was really good. For what it was, this thing cost me $14.99, I think it was. And it was pleasantly surprising on how just detailed it is. And the accessories with the lightning, like I said, I swapped out the circles on his chest for the, you know, the lightning effects, and the lightning effects around his waist and his wrists. Yeah, ab crunch there. And it was great. It looks really good. The Stormbreaker looks really good in his hand. It has effects for Stormbreaker on, you know, on the axe handle and the head. Overall, I think it's just a, you know, a solid piece, especially if you're getting into, if you're not, you know, big on large scale model building. I think it's great. And this is, you know, the finished product here, and it's just essentially just not as tall as, say, a Marvel Legend. I want to say that I think that this thing on the high end is about 5.5 inches. But yeah, I think overall it was a win. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make suggestions on what you want me to do next. I did enjoy this. I think I'm going to build a couple more of these. I have an Optimus Prime and a Soundwave from the Transformers universe on the Blokees. I kind of like my Transformers a little larger, but again, these are about the 5-inch scale, and I don't think they're that bad. So I think I'm going to try and build those as well, and I may actually have my kids build them with me because I think it might be something fun for us to do together, and my son really likes the Transformers. So, all right. Well, just to put in perspective, this is what it looks like next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool. That'll do it, guys. See you next time. Thanks.